What a good boy. What a good baby. Say hello, everybody.
When rescuers first met Oscar, he could barely move, barely respond, and it seemed like he had given up on life. No one expected that a quiet dog with so little strength left would reveal such a tender and unique way of finding joy.
You love your scratches from Dad.
Oscar was discovered at an animal control center. He was limping, his skin inflamed, his eyes crusted shut, and his ears were cropped short. He looked like a dog who no longer expected kindness from the world. His condition was so severe that he was placed on the euthanasia list. But the volunteers who saw him refused to let that be the end of his story. They believed he deserved at least one more chance, and so they took him into their care.
You gonna bite me if I don't pet you?
Treatment was slow. He needed more than medicine. He needed people who would sit with him in silence, who would show him that he was not alone anymore. When the infection in his ears could not be healed, the vets performed a full ablation. The surgery left Oscar with almost no hearing, another burden on a life already filled with pain. Yet this was the turning point, because not long after, Kristin and her husband Ryan met him. They saw past the scars, past the silence, and decided Oscar would come home with them.
I know. We're horrible.
Oh my God!
At first, he moved through the house with careful steps, as though testing the ground beneath him. He did not hide, but he studied every corner, and he studied Kristin and Ryan too. Even without hearing, he seemed to sense the world around him, noticing when someone entered the room, turning his head softly as if he could feel their presence. And then, something unusual began to show. Kristin noticed that Oscar loved the feeling of things brushing against his face or back, curtains swaying in the breeze, strands of yarn, or leaves on a walk. He would move through them slowly, eyes half closed, as if savoring every gentle touch. It was his own way of unwinding, and Kristin began to call it slothing. What started as a small habit soon became an important part of his life. Kristin hung yarn and tassels around the house so he could enjoy it whenever he wished. Ryan built him a special corner in the backyard filled with leaves, a place where Oscar could step in quietly and relax as though he were walking into water. These little spaces became his sanctuary.
No, we're walking, bud. Sorry.
Over time, the careful steps of those first days turned into a steady rhythm of belonging. Oscar wasn't just living in a home, he was shaping it. He became the center of his family's routine, the soft heart that made everything warmer. Kristin and Ryan even gave him the nickname Ham, because his round little body and sweet face reminded them of a cartoon ham. And just like that, the dog who once seemed shut down became the soul of their household.
It's not right, is it, Oscar? Oh, man. It's not right. Oh, did you get it? Is it correct? Okay, bud.
Every day with Oscar is a reminder of how much one unexpected meeting can change. A dog once abandoned, almost forgotten, now lives surrounded by love and comfort, teaching everyone around him that healing comes in many forms, and sometimes even in something as simple as brushing against a curtain. Stories like Oscar's remind us why every second chance matters. If his journey touched your heart, take a moment to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories of hope and healing that show just how much animals can change our lives.